I hear you asking, what's that? Well, look no further than a couple of minutes into the video. So, as you guys might expect from the title, yes, this is an SMP server series, so we are going to be playing survival. Now, I've done a lot of explanation in the video, so I'm not going to bore you guys with any other explanation. Just watch the video completely and you'll get the gist of it. Also, just keep in mind that I've never done a Let's Play series in my life, so yeah, there's gonna be just some weird cuts and me just being like weird and starting a clip with alright, so each and every time, so just keep in mind that I'm not the best Let's Player that has ever expected, and yeah, so it's not gonna be the best, but I am gonna put a lot of effort into the video, but otherwise, it was pretty good. Other than the fact that, yeah, I recorded a bit with no audio. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that. Hopefully you guys are gonna be okay with it. But yeah, this is gonna be a new series. Let me know down in the comment section how much you guys want to see it. I'm thinking like either once a week or twice a week, depending on how much you guys wanted. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comment section. But without further ado, enjoy the video. Hello everybody, my name is RedBlockss and welcome to the ElemelonSMP. Now you guys might be wondering, why, when are you even here? Now being honest with you, if I was to tell that to myself, yeah, I would also react the same way, so I really don't blame you guys for reacting that way. And that is actually why I'm here, because obviously I'm here to make the content and make you understand what's happening. So, yeah, I'm gonna be explaining as we go, so let's just get myself out of the hole, and let's get over here to explain to you guys what is going on. So, in a minute, I'm actually gonna switch over to my more smarter self, so me basically with some glasses, to explain to you guys how and why every single thing is the way it is. But before we do that, I'm just gonna do a brief explanation as to what is happening, because it wouldn't make sense if I just, you know, just handed the video over to another person. So I'm just gonna do a brief explanation as to why I am here. So as you guys might expect, the ElemelonSMP is basically an SMP or a survival multiplayer server. On the server, it is actually quite old, being honest with you, because as I've heard, it has actually had a long history. But the reason why it's not the most, at least not a little bit known, is because there wasn't really quite a lot of YouTubers who were on the server. But this season, there are quite a little bit of YouTubers and a lot of coming YouTubers, so that is why in this season, first of all, I'm going to be recording, and there's going to be a lot of other people's recording as well, so hopefully this season is going to be fun. So, yeah, also, by the way, fun fact I should mention over here is because the reason why I actually know Bastigado, by the way, he's the one I mentioned in quite a lot of my videos, is because I actually first met him on this SMP. So, he asked me if I want to join an SMP, and at that time I was basically doing nothing but I just started YouTube, so, yeah, he asked me and I was like, sure, I mean, I guess, why not, right? So I just joined the SMP then, and now we are over here. So I guess that was a little bit of a fun fact for you, huh? Yeah, before I get it over to my other person, let me give you guys a little bit of a tour, and also you guys also might be wondering why I am in full iron armor, because yeah, I mean, I guess you guys already got the explanation as to what the ElemelonSMP is and why I'm here, but you don't really know why I'm in the nether and why I have already this much progress, because obviously at the start of it, let's say you don't really have all this stuff. So let me give you guys an explanation after I have my 2 melons in terms of talking break, okay? Anyway, so let me give you guys a brief explanation as to how this is the way that it is, if that even makes sense. So, this season, with the help of this little, or I should say big guy, because he's actually taller than me. So with the help of this guy over here, Robbie6, we actually managed to get into the nether. So there's a little bit of lore going on over here. So there's actually a ElemelonSMP trailer. So I'm actually gonna link that down in the description for you guys to check out. But basically, in that video, me and the generals of the ElemelonSMP. Also, I'm gonna explain generals in a little bit, so don't worry about that. That is gonna be explained. Oh, I was explaining that why we are here. So as I said, there's a little bit of lore going on, and there's gonna be a trailer down in the description for you guys to check out. So go ahead and do that. But basically, me and the generals of the server. Also, as I've already said, we are gonna be explaining generals in a little bit, so don't worry. We basically made a nether portal with the help of this little guy over here. We went through the nether, and surprisingly enough, something broke our nether portal. We actually still don't know what it is, but I guess we are working towards that in the season. That lore is still not confirmed, but I'm just making it up at this point. But since it broke, this little person over here actually has something to say to us, and after he says something to us, we were actually able to get some iron stuff and a shield and apparently this little thing over here. But the server owner actually announced that yeah, if you guys don't get iron in within a certain amount of time, you'll never get it anymore, so be fast. So that is the reason why I had to get my iron fast, and that is the reason why I'm already in iron armor, because if it wasn't the case, I would start up with you guys. So let's see what this guy has to say, right? So he says, "Hello traveler, welcome to the ElemelonSMP Forbidden Generations." That's also this season's name, so each and every season we have ourselves a different name of this server. So I guess this season it is the Forbidden Generations, and this guy said this is the tag for this season. We had a name for each and every season, so that is that for this season. I see you're also lost. Well, no worries. Use this bridge to get some wood, and here you could use this iron. And that is the iron we got up until for a little bit, because now we don't have that iron. So I guess that's good, huh? Yeah, not quite good, but oh well. Anyway, so after we log in, as you can see, we got ourselves some iron, and then as the man said over here, we have ourselves a bridge over here to get some wood, which we are actually going to be visiting this episode. Don't really worry about that. That is going to be coming. Also, I'm really low on HP. Hopefully, I don't die. Anyway, so after we do all of that, we have ourselves a bridge made by the folks at the admin place, I guess. So they made ourselves a bridge which we can use to get down over here, and then we have ourselves a walk down and to our first building, which was actually made by another YouTuber and the person that I mentioned in the intro, Basticadu. So in his episode, he made ourselves this little base, I guess. Oh, please don't, please. About the server, yeah, I was explaining as to this build was made by actually Basticadu, who, as I've said, he is also playing on the server. He's also making some videos, so each and every YouTuber of the server is actually going to be linked down in the description ever. So if you guys want to check out any of them at any type of episode, go down to the description and go check them out. You guys should definitely do that because I believe they need it. So as we come in here, as you can see, this is a little bit of a base, I guess. Bass is actually calling this the general base, and as I've said, I'm going to be explaining what general means, so don't worry, that is going to be coming. So as we come in, we have ourselves some stuff, some furnaces, a crafting table, and a respawn anchor. And guess who made that? Yep, that was your boy, RedBlockss over here. But yeah, mostly the stuff came from Basticadu. Don't tell him. I made the final thing, so that's all that counts, okay? Okay, we are clear? Alright, okay. Let's head upstairs. If we come upstairs, we have ourselves a little upstairs and some storage. So we have ourselves some valuable stuff, a lot of iron, and yeah, don't worry about that. That iron came from RedBlockss. There was a way you could, yeah, you could farm him, but yeah, we don't talk about that, okay? We don't, okay. So yeah, we got some iron, some gold, and some netherbricks we got from embroidering and all that good stuff. If you come over here, we have ourselves a lot of wood stuff, some blocks which actually are going to be coming in to help this episode, so that's also nice. And finally, we have ourselves some junk. And don't worry about the food, that also might or might not have come from RedBlockss. So, okay, you guys didn't hurt anything. Anyways, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this intro part of the server. Yes, so that was a little bit of a tour and why I'm here. But there's gonna be a brief, or I should say, in detail explanation as to how the server works, what the lore is, and basically all that good stuff. So I'm actually gonna switch over to my knowledgeable self, and you guys can get the explanation from him while you're there. And I'm gonna chill over here in this hut, I guess, with an open sky. And I'll catch you guys after you're done with the explanation. So see you guys, I guess, after the explanation. So yeah, see you guys then. Alright, so I'm the other guy was talking about. Don't question the fact that we have basically the same voice. I really don't know what to tell you about that one, because I really don't know how that happened, and even if I did, I'm not allowed to talk about that on camera, because the other guy said that I'm not allowed to talk about that on camera. Also, ignore the fact that there's going to be a weird time lapse on the screen right now. I really don't know what to put there, and you see, if I was smart, I would put something relevant over there, but since I'm not, that's not going to happen. So the other guy said that I need to mention the ElemelonSMP server in its details. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it because it's going to take a little bit of time. So, as the other guy said, the ElemelonSMP server is indeed a SMP, which stands for a survival multiplayer server. Now, as you guys saw from the video, the server is indeed in survival mode, and the basic premise is to play it basically as you would a survival run. Now, obviously, there's some differences because, as you guys might think, since it's a server, yes, the main difference is going to be that we are going to be playing with other people, but obviously, there's some more differences because we have some other additions. We have a little bit of lore, as you saw from the video, and obviously, we have some twists as well. Now, as the dude also said in the video, that the ElemelonSMP server had a lot of seasons. Now, the reason why it is basically unknown is because there weren't too many content creators on the server. This is probably one of the first seasons where we at least have a decent amount of people on. So there's going to be at least me uploading pretty much kind of weekly videos, I hope. Or if it can be more regular if you guys want it, but let me know in the comment sections. There's also Basticadu, and there are some other YouTubers. I'm not going to mention them because they still haven't gotten on the server, but if they do, I'm going to let you guys know. And what is the coincidence that this season is the 9th season? I mean, it couldn't be a coincidence. It has to just be destiny. So if you guys don't know, 9 is basically just my number, and to be starting making content on the server on the 9th season is pretty much like perfect. So I'm really thankful to Basticadu for letting me know that this is the 9th season and I should start making content. So thanks to him for that. Now let's get into some nitty-gritty of the ElemelonSMP. So as the name might suggest, the ElemelonSMP stands for the Elemental Survival Multiplayer Server, or basically the Elemental I Can Talk SMP. So if you guys can digest that, that basically means that the server is actually divided into 4 different elements. Okay, I know that's not quite realistic because there's more elements than that, but we're just gonna take my word for it, okay? Alright, so the 4 different elements are the Earth Melon, the Fire Melon, the Water Melon, and the Air Melon. Now, all the players that join the server have to have selected one of all of these kingdoms. Oh, by the way, even if I say kingdom, that basically means the elements, okay? We have a little bit of problem going on there. Just don't worry about it. So each and every one of these elements have, as I've said, a lot of different members. Currently, it's a lot more empty because, you know what? I'm going to mention that before we move on. So, as you guys might expect, the ElemelonSMP is indeed a whitelisted server. Before I joined a couple of days, it was actually, I think, open. So now it's all blocked up again. I'll let you guys know if you have any chance to join in. Otherwise, it's mostly going to be us. So, yeah, sorry for that. Anyways, moving back into that. So, each and every element have a lot of different people, right? So, each and every element also needs to have a general. A general is basically, as you might think, a general as you would think in like a military. So, they are basically a leader who basically just get voted in terms of all of the server mates. So, we all just vote on them if you want to see them as the general of that specific kingdom. Now, you see, since there weren't like too many content creators, and we really didn't have the access to the comment section, so this year, or this season rather, I think we are going to be voting on that on a comment section poll or something like that. Keep your eyes out for that and subscribe to not miss that. Now, I'm going to go over each and every general because obviously there are just 4 and it would be more better if you guys know them. So, first of all, starting us off, we have ourselves the Earth Melon General Basticadu, who's basically the runner, say, admin and the owner of the server. So yeah, he pretty much organizes every single thing on the server. I mean, obviously there's mods, okay? Mods, I'm not ignoring you, but he's basically just the organizer, if you will. Next up, we have ourselves the Watermelon General, that is Lemon Cube with a lot of numbers behind it. Sorry Melon, I cannot remember your numbers, but yeah, it's basically Lemon. He's actually in the ElemelonSMP trailer, so go ahead and check that out. He's basically the main character there. I mean, all of us couldn't get together, so he's the only one acting there. But yeah, it's him. Next up, we have ourselves the Airmelon General, who's actually a little bit less known online. Like even we don't really know him that much because he actually is pretty much a newcomer. He hasn't been on the server for that long, but he has taken the role of the general, so he's that. And finally, we have ourselves yours truly, RedBlockss, as the general of the Fire Melon Kingdom, and that's that. Now, each and every kingdom have their own territory, I guess. So I'm just gonna going over them. So the Earth Melon are basically the hosts of the overworld. The Air Melon are of the end, and the Fire Melon are of the Nether. And as you guys might suspect, like since we started the episode in the Nether, yes, this season we are starting in the Nether, as you might expect from the lore that I literally kind of explained in the intro. So yeah, that's that. And the Watermelon are the rulers of the oceans. So I think that's pretty much it. This has been a long of a rant, so I'm gonna switch back over to my other person, or the other dude, I guess, and I'll catch you guys in the video. So see you guys then. Alright, I believe none of you expected me to be here with a voiceover in a Let's Play episode. Neither did I, but you see, the thing is, usually I come in here because either my PC is broken, or I basically just didn't record the entire thing. But none of those happened. I actually was recording, and I was getting really good frames. But the thing is, you see, when I record, the only things that I can check is if my recording is, first of all, working, and if my frames rates are working, which both of them were really good. But you see, the thing is, I actually can't check if my mic's on and if my in-game sounds are on. And since I just had done the voiceover bit, the time-lapse bits, I actually have both of them turned on. So that's the reason why I recorded the whole entire thing without any audio. So I don't think we need to do any more explanation on that. So I'm just gonna explain to you guys what happened in the clip. So let's just go, right? So basically, I started off the clip by explaining to you guys that hopefully you guys understood all of the things that the other guy said, which I really hope you guys did, because if you guys didn't, that's a 6 minutes wasted, right? But hopefully you guys did it. After that, I just starting to explain to you guys what was the main plan of the episode, right? So as you guys saw from the video, like, Bass made a really big structure, which was really kind of big, but to be honest with you, for 4 people, I mean, it wasn't the biggest, but it could definitely work. But I decided that, you know what, we're gonna quadruple, and I repeat, quadruple the amount of structures that we had. So basically, he made 1 structure, and I was gonna make 3 more representing all the other elements. So basically, we were gonna have the Earth Melon one, the Fire Melon one, and the Air Melon one. This was not to this on them because I think we just needed a little bit more space, because ultimately, yeah, that's gonna help. And also, I did this because we also have ourselves a meeting room, not to spoil anything, but that was all along the plan. So that was the plan. I explained that to all of you guys, and I basically just planned it out, and then we just talked about a little bit our resources. So for the Air Melon one, I was deciding, so basically polished basalt and polished blackstone. For the Earth Melon one, I was gonna do for like nether bricks, which would take a long time, but I'm not gonna spoil anything, so watch the video. And for the Fire Melon one, we are gonna do crimson wood. After that, I actually did start some resource gathering, and I actually showed off a little bit of a magic trick to you guys. So basically, I mined a block of basalt, and then magically I got, like, I believe 1 stack of polished basalt. I really don't know how that happened. I mean, obviously I know that because it's my magic trick. So yeah, that was really cool. I mean, you guys probably don't get the effect because it would have been even nicer if it was like on a single roll. But since it's not, I guess I have to still tell you guys. It was pretty amazing though, because, you know, it's nice when magic works. After that, we were just basically getting settled to get the second resource, which was going to be the crimson wood, so that we could build the Fire Melon base. And after that, we grabbed the the axe, and then we went over there, and I was supposed to do a time lapse. And I started the time lapse actually, but after that I noticed that I did not have my audio turned on, and then mid time lapse I came in back and explained that, oh, I didn't have my my mic on. So yeah, that was that. Hopefully you guys understood all of that. Now back over to I guess main episode me. So yeah, see you guys over there. Don't question the fact that there's me just coming in from mid time lapse, but I just noticed the fact that I recorded the whole after the explanation part, and you see the whole thing I recorded without any audio. So The reason why I did that was because, you see, I had turned it off because I was, doing the time-lapse bit, and, yeah, after that I forgot to, turn it back on, and, yeah, I did all that with that no audio, so, yeah, sorry about that. I'm sure there's gonna be a voice over me coming in to do the whole thing, but, also, okay, let me help these guys out and take their food. Hello? Hopefully we can handle that, but if not, you guys know what happened. Anyways, now enjoy the time lapse. Okay, let's get started. Alright, everybody, so, as you might expect, why I am helmetless and I have a lot less levels. You see, the reason why that is, yeah, I died while gathering wood. So I basically just mined a block under me, but, what is this man doing? Yeah, no, yeah. So anyways, yeah, let me just introduce you guys to this guy. So this is Lemon Cube, with a lot of numbers. I believe the other guy explained him, while the intro was going on. But, yeah, here he is. He's the general of Watermelon, and he just jumped into the lava for no reason. Don't really know what the deal is with there, but, I guess we're gonna roll with it. Okay, so, as you guys might expect, I got a lot of wood, a stack to be exact. And now, for the final thing, we're gonna be gathering netherrack. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long process. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with a time lapse here because even if I do a nope. Even if I do a time lapse, it's gonna take. Nope, no sir, you're not coming in here. Anyway, so it's gonna take a long time, so I'm not gonna do a time lapse for that. So I'll see you guys when I have enough netherrack, and we'll finally get on to the building. So see you guys then. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I have gotten a lot of furnaces. That the reason why that is because I obviously want to smelt up the netherrack so that we can get ourselves some nether bricks. But while that's happening, because that's gonna take a long time, and fortunately there was, as you guys saw, the watermelon general Lemon actually got us a lot of netherrack. So I don't think I need to worry about mining that and all that stuff. So what we're gonna be. Okay, so as I was saying, now what I want to do is at least get ourselves rolling in terms of getting at least the Air Melon Kingdom done, because I think we have all the resources for that set. And yeah, that's probably going to be the most complicated one because we have two materials to choose from, because obviously basalt doesn't turn into stairs and slabs, but blackstone does, and we also have ourselves some blackstone. So okay, I was stupid and didn't get the blocks before I started the clip, so that's embarrassing, but now we have ourselves the stuff on me. So, as you guys can see, I actually have marked out the structure in its entirety. So, as you guys can see, the structure is actually 8 by 5. You can't actually see the sides, but it is 8 by 5. I've gone on with a netherrack bridge to see how far it is. So, I have actually marked all of this stuff out, and this is going to be our first. What you're going to do is actually place down the first blocks of this thing. So, I think without this episode being long, because there's the intro, and I'm taking on a big project on the first day. But I mean, what can you do? I'm not too experienced with a Let's Play, so I'm really, really sorry for that. But hopefully for the next episode, it's gonna be shorter. Anyways, now let's hop into at least this one's time lapse, and after that, I'm just gonna cut ahead because it's gonna take a long time to get all of them done. But yeah, let's hop into a time lapse after I get my stuff settled, because this is just annoying. Okay, see you guys in the time lapse. Alright guys, so I have actually built up the entirety of the Air Melon, I guess base you'd call it. So it's basically identical as the watermelon one, as you can see over here. Now I said I'll do this in a form of a time lapse, but you see this has just a lot of complexity. Like just like having like two different types of resources already wasn't good enough. But the server had some issues, so we had to fix that, and it's now currently fixed. So, yeah, that's the only drawback, but we have the complete thing built up. As you can see, I went for a polished blackstone and a polished basalt look, because I mean, being honest, the air does not, the air is just not that polluted, so I just thought that, I would build something, kind of fresh looking. Although it has some dark tones, I thought that it would be fitting, and also don't mind the fact that there's, some netherrack in the way, because I am not bothered enough to do terraforming, okay? I'm spending enough time on this episode as it is, because this man literally just built one, okay? I'm building 3 more. So okay, give me some slack, okay? But since I actually missed out on the time lapse, I am gonna be doing a time lapse. But this is gonna be a lot more easier because I'm gonna be doing basically this. So basically, we're gonna be making the firemelon one. So I guess that's hits home, right? Because I'm the general of the firemelon one, which makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna be using completely crimson wood for that. And as I can see it, since we use two different types of wood, I don't really have the best of ideas as to how many blocks it may take. But to give a rough estimate, it took about like 4 stacks of blocks, including the stairs. So I don't think it's gonna be the most roughest one. So without further ado, now let's get on with the time lapse. Also, I actually forgot to mention this, but well, look at that. Same problem, same thing, and pretty much at the same place. I mean, I don't know if I can be any more embarrassed, but this time it was more of a short thing, so let's just get right into it, right? So I'm also really sorry to Bass because this was our first interaction, like at least like man to man, even if you can't call that man to man because we are just man to man in Minecraft. But yeah, that was that. I'm really sorry, Bass. I couldn't get my audio in, but yeah, basically the thing that happened was I just had built up the firemelon one, which you guys did see a time lapse of. After that, basically we just had a little bit of a talk with Bass. We had a little bit of a duel. I just almost knocked him into lava, so that was great, I guess. But yeah, that was pretty much it actually, and he just had to leave. That was all cool and all that stuff. And that was pretty much it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. And sorry for it being so long, as I know I mentioned this, but still, it's kind of long. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys understood that bit. I mean, I could literally cut it out, but I just thought that I would put it in because Bass is in it for the first time. So yeah, there you go. Now continue on with the video. Alright, guys. So after a lot of grind, as I said, I didn't have to do the mining because Lemon did that for me. But still, smelting up all this stuff was kind of a grind. But after all that grind, we were finally able to make the Earth Melon base. Now, okay, since I'm done, let me just explain to you guys what I'm thinking for all of these structures, right? So now we have all of these structures. We could do either of two things, right? So we could either split them up. So like this one is for me, the firemelon one. This is for the watermelon. This is for the earth melon, and this is for the air melon. We could then do that, or we could be like, you know what? We're gonna stick together, and we're gonna use all of these as different things we're gonna use as. So let's say, since this is kind of hidden and in a big and open space, we can use this as the smeltery. And here, since all this is solid blocks, because now this can be exploded by gas, we could do storage and all that stuff. So that's one of the things that we could do. We'll figure it out eventually. I'm still not too concerned on that, but yeah, I think it looks cool. I mean, the design was not by me. I just want to say that again. This was just a rip off of this one because, yeah, if I were to design my own, yeah, it would have taken an eternity. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't. Now, the thing that I'm gonna be finishing off is we want ourselves to have ourselves a guardrail, or basically just a way into this place. So this is gonna be, as I've said, a meeting room. So for this, I actually gathered some quartz blocks because I think that looks like you know, a neutral block, and if we had any specific color in here, I think that would be biased because, you know, it wouldn't be fair. But for the walls and the roof, I'm thinking like we do warped wood, what do you call it, slabs as a circular pattern, because I think since the earth is a sphere, and also, yes, the earth is a sphere, the earth is not flat, okay? Okay, hopefully that got across. Anyways, I think I'm gonna do a warped wood circular roof and basalt walls, because I think that's a nice combo, and they're probably one of the most easiest things to get. Is that the dude? Yeah, that's the dude. Okay, so he came back. I mentioned him in the last clip. Look at this. How rare is this? I don't think it's actually given by the mods, so this is completely natural. Okay, no magma cubes? Okay. So this is the stride. Those are my plans. So basically what I'm thinking is we have some warped fences over here, some some nether brick fences over here, and some crimson wood fences here, and probably blackstone walls over here, connecting up to the central area. We obviously need some chairs and some tables so we can do some meeting stuff. So yeah, that was my plan. I don't think I'm gonna do a time lapse for this because the video is already really long. I know that much. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get on with that, finish it up, and then we're gonna wrap the episode up in the new and improved final base. Also, by the way, if you guys are curious as to like my base, the Earth Melon one. I mean the Air Melon one is actually quite visible, so not gonna worry about that one. But these two are quite hidden. Yeah, the plan is to clear up all the netherrack so that it's kind of visible, and obviously to get rid of this because that's just ugly. So yeah, we're gonna get on that, but yeah, it's too long, and honestly, I'm not even bothered enough to do that because this took a lot of time. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna take a lot of time as well, and I'm not feeling like this. So without further ado, I'm gonna get on with that, and I'll meet you guys at the final result. So see you guys then. Alright guys, so after a lot of grinding and waiting for the server to be actually joinable, I have now finished all the things that I wanted to accomplish today. So as you guys can see, if I don't look into the eyes of all these endermen, as you guys can, oh my goodness, can you just not walk into me? Well, anyways, I'll try to do this in F5 mode. So as you can see behind me, like that, I have now done all the extra bits and pieces. So as you guys can see, I've done all the basalt pillars, as I said. So these are basically the walls, and I have a kind of weird looking table in the middle. I didn't really know what to put there. I mean, I know I could have made some better tables, but it needed to be a 2x2, and honestly I couldn't come up with a design. So I just basically put all the blocks of the different elements. So we have ourselves this one representing the air one, this one representing the earth, this fire melon, and this one as the watermelon. I tried to put them near each and everyone's chair. So this is obviously mine chair. This is Bass's chair. His is the only one which he cannot reach from his chair. You have to reach over a little bit, but you can obviously reach it from the other side of the chair. You also have lemons there and Sirs over here. Oh yeah, if I didn't mention him, yeah, we call him Sir over here. That's a weird name. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Now let me give you guys complete tour of the whole thing. I actually need to break out of here. Yeah, we need to make a formal exit because all of our stuff is out from here. So currently I'm using this staircase, but yeah, we need to definitely upgrade it. And don't you dare mug me, okay? All right, so here we have ourselves the Earth Melon one. I don't think I can actually come down over here, but yeah, I can. So yeah, if you come down from the Earth Melon base, as you can see, it's pretty much identical to all of them. We have ourselves a nice wall. As I said, we have ourselves the wall, a nice walkway leading up to the meeting room, going over to the Fire Melon home. This is all made out of prison wood. Basically the same thing. We have some walls going into this thing. From the Earth Melon one is again the same thing with nether bricks. And if you come over to the watermelon one, it is the first thing that Bass made. It's all made out of warped wood, but the only difference is this one, it has a different floor, which I guess that one also has, but yeah, I just couldn't come up with the other two ones. And as you can see, we have ourselves a nice quartz flooring. This is smooth quartz slab, so it should be all nice and smooth. We do need to light up this place, but since we don't have any lighting, I couldn't really do anything, and this has to be a top half slab because otherwise we couldn't do all this stuff. And now the sad part is that, as you guys can see, all these other bases over here, these are barely visible, and I spent like over 3 hours grinding and making all this. And this only took me 30 minutes to make, and to gather the resources and make it. But this is the thing that was just standing out most, and that frankly just makes me a little bit sad. But well, both of them are made by me, so I guess I can't complain too much of there. And as you can see, the roof is okay. I don't want to look into them. So this roof is basically, even though I said circular, I basically meant that the roof that I did in my how to build video, which was quite a bit ago, but I think you guys can understand, is basically just going up one slab at a time when it means up at the top. Now it would be circular if the build was circular, so since it's not, it is not. And since it's a little bit even more weird because it has to be too wide, because this bridge is too wide, and yeah, it just wouldn't make sense if it wasn't too wide. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. We did a lot today. First of all, I introduced you guys to the server, and then we quadrupled, let me remind you, quadrupled all the things Bass made. I'm not flexing on him. I'm just doing this because just one place was just not enough for all of us. So yeah, I just think that all of this expansion would really help us. If we work together, that's also going to be great. But if you want to split up and take our resources otherwise, we can also do that. But apparently this guy is saying that he's the general of Earthmiller, which is great, I guess. Yeah, I guess this is the new Bassendi, that's how I call him. What do we have? Okay, nothing. So yeah, that's all we have time for today. As you guys can see, we have done a lot of progress, but next episode, it's definitely food time, because if you look at my inventory, we have no food, and if you look upstairs, we have no food. But apparently, Lemon just came out of nowhere. He declared this is his chest, which I guess he can now put it here, like freely, because there's no other person competing for that. But yeah, he had a stack of food, and I was borrowing food for him, and yeah, now he's down to 8. Yeah, we desperately need food, and a hoglin farm is definitely gonna be in progress. But with all of that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for the first episode of the ElemelonSMP server. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, and if you guys want to stick out for more of this series or just more videos by me, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and definitely let me know what you guys would like to see from me and the other guys on this server, because obviously we highly appreciate you guys' feedback. So definitely let us guys know. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.